to you.
Yo, yo, yiggity, yo, it's your girl D Nice, and we back with season 2, y'all. It took a while, but we're back.
Season 2. Wow. 2026? Yuck.
Yeah.
That's a disgusting sounding year.
You can introduce yourself.
Oh. Do I really have to do that, though?
Yeah. It's
on,
the
guys.
first episode of the second season, at least for this one.
Damn, I look kind of buff.
Get
Oh. Sorry. Money here. There you go.
live in effect.
Your favorite.
Live
Always.
in effect.
Buff
of
as
course.
fuck, too.
Oh.
I know you see me.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now she busting out the bando. I mean, I'm just saying.
What do you say? Welcome to the gun show, boys. Okay, no, I'm sorry. It's the
Okay,
Buzz
y'all.
Bosh.
So I am pretty toe back. I'm not gonna lie. I am recovering from a night that wasn't as eventful as I wanted to be. I'm not gonna lie. I am pretty.
And I don't know why.
I am pretty.
Those are some shots.
I am pretty. What the word I'm looking for? Let down by the event because I don't know. I really had high hopes. I normally don't go to like events from or like I guess you call it events from TikTok but I wanted to get into it because it kind of threw me for a limb, and that's only because the place was so beautiful. Like when I say
Lots
it
of potential.
was top tier, like very upscale lounge. It's called Bel Air at Durango Casino. And as much as, let me just say, it's probably just personal. I'm gonna get into it though. But I just had so much high hopes, and but when I got there, I felt so out of place. It could be because everybody thought I was a punk. They thought I was not.
Oh my God, with this word.
They probably thought I was something that I wasn't. But anyways, normally when I go out, like I was telling Money when we were going out, I'm like, as much as I wanted to go see Bino, I don't want to be around a bunch of girls. I want to be around both. Like, I like the vibes that both parties bring. So going to this event, I was kind of taken back that I heard us, but I didn't see us. And if you get me, I hope you get me. Because it's just like, I love everyone I do. I swear I do. But if I'm going to choose to go somewhere, I want to see a lot of my people there. I do. Because I vibe out better that way, most definitely. And that goes for man and female. Like, I would want them to be an equal amount of all races and not just one.
I disagree. I think it was something else that happened.
What happened?
Not happened, but there was something else there that was, I feel like, contributing to the vibes being off. So this is what I think. Because I felt like I did see not a lot of us.
It was
a decent amount.
Black males.
Correct.
Yeah.
But it was a decent amount considering what I was expecting. I was expecting to be a lot less, but I was shocked to see that it was a decent amount. Now, it wasn't a lot, but it was a decent amount. I feel like what the problem was is that I feel like the audience of that place was young. And,
yes.
Young club culture is not what our club culture is. They don't like to dance and have fun. They like to sit up, be cute, take pictures, and just stand there and just look cute and wait for whoever to come and approach them for whatever reason. We like to dance. We like to hit a little two-step. We like to hit a little twerk, one cheek, two cheek. None of that was happening, okay? It was maybe one or two people probably doing it in the corner.
Right.
But they don't like to do stuff like that. And that's something I've been seeing a lot too on TikTok that I've been like, damn, like that's really crazy at the club. it's come to that. Because I seen a clip, or it was, I don't even know who the page was, but somebody actually took a video of what the inside of the club was. Bitch, they was playing Vinnie West 2-player. Nobody was dancing. I said, fuck no, that got to be something wrong with the actual place. Because if you play that anywhere where motherfuckers gonna really get down for real, it's gonna be ass shaking.
Like I said, heard us but didn't see us.
So I'm like, I don't know if it's the young or if it's the.
Because I can't say it's a race thing when it comes down to the club atmosphere popping, because all races know how to get the club popping. I ain't gonna hold you. They do. Like, regardless, they do. I got to give it to them. They do. But for the most part, living in Vegas, I would say, because in California it's different. But living in Vegas, the only time you're really gonna get like the vibe that you're looking for when it comes down to turn up is when you're around us. Like, I'm gonna say it like that, because like she said, a lot of the atmosphere out here when it comes down to going to clubs is a bunch of 21-year-olds, and they all want to sit and look pretty. They're all there to find the love of their life or a one-night stand. Nobody's really there to just have a good time.
Pillow club princesses and princes. They want to stand there like this. Like, if you don't.
We did meet a really nice girl. She was so nice, and she kind of threw me off because she was so like.
Oh, we love you,
She was so
girl.
nice. Yeah, she was
we
so
love
nice.
You.
She took pictures of us.
And she looked like she was having a ball. I know at some point we didn't see her, but I know she was in the corner going off.
I ain't gonna hold you. She did, because she came with all that energy. And I mean, I kind of felt bad because I knew my energy was off, but it wasn't because of her. Like, she did like turn me up a bit. She got me in my zone to want to get in the picture vibe. So I did just want to touch on that though, because I don't think we've talked about the club environment since our first episode of our first season. So I wanted to start off with that again, because again, the place was beautiful. So much potential. Like, I want to say that's probably one of the top 5 on my list, top 5 lounges on my list that I would go to again, but not for an event, like a club event. I would rather want to go for like something that's real, like chill and like down,
where you really are supposed to just
relax.
Vibe, and
you
can sit around and look dumb. I mean, not look dumb. You can sit around and just look. Sorry, not dumb. Sorry.
They didn't have hookah either, so it's not a bad thing, but I can tell why they didn't, due to like their setup, how beautiful it was. So that's why I said if I was to go again, it wouldn't be for no turn up event.
I think that's a good place to take, like, if you're meeting somebody and you guys are going out on a date. I think that's an excellent place to take somebody out,
especially if it's the first date.
Yes, that's a perfect place.
That's a showstopper for sure.
I agree. I can agree. They have good scenery, and then they have a bunch of little places you can go and kind of be closed off and talk, but still have good music.
Outside
I think
area
that's a good
was
place for
bomb.
stuff like that. Yeah, the outside was really cute.
Bomb.
And they had a pool in the back. I can't wait to see what that's like in the summer.
Not gonna hold you.
I'm gonna have my rose out like, oh.
Yeah, not gonna hold you.
I'm gonna have my rose.
Not
out.
gonna hold you.
She don't have no rose to have out no more.
I
She's
do.
Skinny.
They still back there in the bed.
She's getting body tea, y'all.
But I did want to talk about. It's not an issue, I would say, but it's more of like a viral conversation going around. And it's only because I kind of haven't got a chance to like get into it with anyone, because no one I know is a naked mom, except for my mom, and she probably wouldn't even care to have the conversation. But anyways,
that's where she got it from. Because
yes.
I got maybe a half naked mom. No, not even then. I couldn't even say that.
And to put some context behind it, there have been a lot of people on TikTok pretty much coming forward as a naked mom, or just saying like, oh, I grew up with a naked mom, like I don't see the issue. I think it all started when someone pretty much was against it, like against a mom being a naked mom, because they were sexualizing it more so, based off the ages and the genders of the kids that are in the home. Of course, that does come into play, and that does play a big part into what type of naked mom you are. Because of course, kids are innocent when they're very young. So if you are a naked mom that's just like free balling it on a regular, not saying that it's okay when they're that young, but you can get away with it when they're that young because they're not going to remember. And of course, too, they're not going to kind of sexualize it because they don't even know what that is. But as you know, as your kids become teenagers, are just more aware of their body parts, of course it is the best thing to do is cover up. But let me just get into my background of it. So I have a 16-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 6-year-old. Always been a naked mom. I've never been in a place to be able to free ball it because, mind you, I was couch surfing with my kids for the majority of my motherhood. So I've been in my own home with my children for what, 7 to 8 years.
Yeah.
So that's when I really became to be considered a naked mom. And just because I've reached that comfort zone in my own home. But for me, now that my son is older, of course I don't walk around the house naked or nude in no type of way, shape, or form. I always try to cover up. Now, if I have clothes on under my cover-ups, no, of course not. But I'm not showing anything. My son will never see me indecent in that way unless he busts in my room, which he does on the regular. And I think that's what a lot of people don't really understand. So for my girls, though, I'm going to start off with my girls. For my girls, I'm a naked mom around them. Like, you know, I don't mind getting nude around them, taking off my clothes, because it has got them to a point to where they're comfortable to show me, let's just say like a scratch. If my daughter got a scratch on her butt, she's going to pull down her pants and show me that scratch on her butt. She's not going to be like, oh, I don't want my mom to see my booty. No matter what it is, if something is hurting, if something is uncomfortable, or if something is just new, or they just don't feel comfortable with something going on in an area that they normally wouldn't show another person, they're going to show me, because I have made my home that type of home, you know. Now my son, on the other hand, we don't have that type of relationship, of course, because there's been boundaries set for both of us. He said his with me and I've set mine with him. So I do have to sometimes force him to not show me, because he will never show me his private area. But if it's like on his butt or something, he'll show me, which is understandable because sometimes he breaks out in rashes, and it can just be some random rash. It doesn't even have to be something he ate or anything. So I think a lot of that comfortability comes from being a naked mom, because even with my mom, like, I'm not going to full-fledged open up my legs and show her my pussy. No, I'm not going to do that. But when I was giving birth, I was comfortable with my mom being there, seeing whatever was being shown, because I've been in that atmosphere to where I have, they called it something. It's like a sense of confidence in your own body when you grow up with a naked mom. You know, like you're not walking around sexualizing everybody because you didn't grow up in a home like that. To be honest, genitals and just private areas are a normal thing to you. So I feel like those kids normally don't grow up as rapists. And I know that's probably bad, but
R words.
R word.
I don't think you can say that on YouTube.
Yeah, sorry. The R word. But to wrap it up, it's really just, I am proud to be a naked mom. I will always be a naked mom, and I hope my children, my girls, if anything, become naked, or if they don't want to have kids, but I hope they become naked moms if they do.
Encouraged to do so.
Yes. My son, of course, will not do it. He walks around with his shirt off all day, every day, but I feel like that's just a boy, normal. Like a teenage boy thing. So
that's a normal thing. I think it definitely depends on the kind of relationship and also the education you give your kids, though. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not going to say my mom was one of those. She didn't really do... Well, no, she kind of was, right? She used to walk around... she still kind of does, too, like the Hawaiian skirts. She'll tie it around. maybe her whole body. She won't have on anything underneath. She won't. And she was the kind of parent, I know we all have those parents too, where they go to the bathroom, right? They go to the bathroom, door wide open. Okay, hey, she ain't got no pants on. The pants is down.
She ain't got no
And
panties on.
sometimes she might not have a shirt on because she's about to get in the shower and the door is still going to be open. Like, that's something that I do recognize and remember seeing as growing up. And I know I do have a brother. He is also somebody who has even spoken on it too, that he has experienced seeing her naked often. They took showers together for a decent amount of time until it was time for him to really, do it on his own. He's a grown boy, stuff like that. But then at some point he ended up doing it. Sometimes it might, when you're younger, if you have, father figure, stuff like that, you take showers with your dad,
Father,
right? That's something that is normal, or is something that grows up. I feel like when you have a parent who really instills in you that it's not sexual, that's what changes it. Because I never saw it as a sexual thing. My brothers never saw it as a sexual thing. It never bothered him because like, hey, that's my mom, bro. I don't like, like, what is that?
This is a normal thing.
Exactly.
If
it's
anything, they're thinking like, everybody don't do this.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I really think it depends on the kind of education and also information you give your kids, because it's not supposed to be first mind sexualized. It's not. These are organs. They have purposes. They have meaning. They're not just for the male gaze, female gaze, whatever. Like, it's actually science is what it is. It's biology. So it's not supposed to be sexualized. And I feel like if you teach it like that, that's where it becomes a little bit of an issue, where we might have problems when you grow up, stuff like that. So I think it definitely depends on what information you give your kid while you are doing something like that. And I'll say in my experience, it wasn't. My mom kept us informed. We had books she used to give us to read, to learn about our bodies and stuff, and also understand that these are reproductive organs. They have purposes. They have jobs. They are for a reason. They are not just there for you to stare at them and goon at them. It's not that. Now, I don't know about y'all generation. Okay, y'all generation a little bit different. Y'all missing some information.
The new generation is a little scarce. But also too, what I did want to add on there is also educating your children, or families who educate their children, who do live in a household like that this is normal for our household. You can't go do this in other households. That's or correct. If just teaching them to be more aware of when you're around, when it's inappropriate. I would say when it's inappropriate, rather it be a inappropriate touch, inappropriate gesture, inappropriate conversation, inappropriate questions. So just to know the difference of, this is what it's supposed to be like in my home with my family. This is what it's supposed to be like when I'm visiting family members or friends and sleeping over their house for whatever reason. So, I just wanted to touch on that because I love all the naked moms out there who are doing it the right way, who are doing it the right way and who are respecting their children's boundaries, of course. Not the ones who are just saying, it's my motherfucking house, I'm doing the fuck I want. Yeah, we know. Shut up, sit down. Them kids still got rights. They still can say what they feel and how they feel. We can get to that later, but
not me or family.
What was the conversation that we was having when we was getting out the car yesterday? That we was going to talk about. I think you wanted to touch bases on it more than me.
I just really need to bring this to all of our attention, right?
Serious.
What did Kendrick say? The sky's falling, the wind is calling, stand for something to die in the morning. Man, please give me a break, okay? Guys, we are in a treacherous state as a nation. I personally don't identify with this nation. I kind of don't really have a choice, though, because I live here. But if I could, what's it called?
Move.
No, like, disassociate or not claim this country, I would. Every chance I do, every chance I get, I do. That's what I'll say. Because I hate it here. This place blows. The government has always been... The government, and has always been questionable to me. I never fully I'm not gonna say I didn't understand it, but I've never really seen the government as a good thing for me as the people, for we as the people. But we are in a really treacherous state, and I feel like the internet is in an uproar, which is rightfully so. We should all be angry. We shouldn't really be taking this lightly because this is getting serious, even though I personally believe they put movies out like that for a reason for a long time to tell you what's really happening without actually telling you.
What's
I've always
happening?
felt like those movies were real in some concept. I just didn't have a way to prove it. And now we see, right? The government hides a lot of things from us, aliens, freaking what is it, dinosaurs, zombie apocalypses, and all types of things like that. They are probably real in some sort. We just don't know it yet.
Baby
100%.
eaters.
And correct. And we got movies where they talk about people who eat people, right? Allegedly, right? This is, hey, YouTube, this is all, we're talking about a movie. Please give me a break, okay?
Allegedly.
Like, right? Movies talk about eating people and doing things and islands and things like that. Blink Twice was an excellent movie.
Oh, excellent.
Blink Twice was a marvelous movie. Probably, I'm just gonna say, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know exactly what I'm saying. And I just want to say, we should be angry, but it gets to a point. Like, y'all got to give me a break. I keep seeing shit on TikTok and Instagram like, oh, we're not angry enough. Why is everybody just living life like nothing's going on? Bitch, what do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? Your government, we are at a place right now, I personally feel we're at a place right now where our government is way too strong, way too powerful. And I really do not have any hope as far as us being able to do anything about this if the government is not going to do anything about it. Y'all put a whole bunch of people into those positions of power that are all in cahoots with that shit. So, of course, they're not going to do shit. They're not going to do a damn thing. It's too late. You've already given them power. So we can be as angry as we want. We can storm the streets. We can protest. We can do all the things and we can riot. All they're going to do is keep gunning us down and moving on with the rest of their monstrous lives. Nothing's going to change. Nothing.
And I agree. I agree with that to a certain extent because I also believe that as much as I want to bust a move, make a move, I can't. There's too much at stake for me and my children to just drop it all and be there for the people. I'm only one person. And I mean, yes, there is a lot of people around the world who are willing to do it, but I don't feel like if we're not doing it all at the same time together in the same space, it's really not effective because again, there's a lot of other people who was not willing to do it. There's a lot of other people who are pretty much agreeing with what's going on. They like what's going on. And I also really do feel like a lot of this stuff is coming out the way it's coming out and playing out the way it's playing out is because he want to end as many people as possible. He want to get rid of as many people as possible. That's how I feel. He does. He doesn't care if you voted for him or if you didn't. If you are a problem, he feel like you should be underground. I mean, that's just how I see it. So, of course, I feel like, yes, something can be done, but I feel like it has to be strategically played out in order for it to make a difference because we can talk and complain about it all day, but it has to be something that is going to make them want to help or just be more... what can I say? More considerate of the people, which is something that I also don't think is going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in the first year. It's going to take some time. So I feel like everybody with all this build up animosity towards the people for not trying to make something happen that's not going to happen overnight is crazy to me. Again, it has to be strategically played out. And we do have people in those offices that are trying to work with us as well. But if they're not getting nothing done or if nobody's listening to them and they have more of a, more of a spotlight or closer connection with them and they're not listening, like, come on now, y'all can't just sit up here and say, oh, if we go protest or if we stop purchasing, unfortunately, it's not gonna make as big of a difference as we need. Yes, it might
No,
Good night.
cause I don't know. It's a really weird thing because obviously something should be done.
Yes.
Obviously, I don't want to just pretend like it's not happening. I don't want to live my life like the shit is not coming to the light and we see what type of egregious behavior our government officials are into. Like, I don't want to do that, but also, what choice do I have? I still have to go to work. Rent is still due. I still need a place to live in the meantime. Y'all want me to not go to work? Y'all want me to not spend money at certain places? Bitch, I need groceries. I'm hungry. Groceries is already expensive, so I got to get my shit where I can. I got to go to work. I can't take days off, okay? Because you're not paying me enough to take days off. You are not paying me enough to take days off. I got to go to work, pay my rent, car note due. I need the car. Like, come on, guys. We have to be realistic about certain shit. Like, we're not in the 1840s where we can do American Revolution and just fucking not do shit because we was living in brick houses. Guys, we are not there no more. That's where I think it gets different is people are like, oh, French Revolution this and American Revolution that. Like, yes, that was also 1600s, 1700s. They didn't have shit. They were fucking stealing bread from wood crates in the front of stores. Like, we had fucking cloths on. Like, we don't have, like, guys, please. Like, this was a point in time where the country really wasn't shit. It was still a building stone. It was still a stepping. It was what do you call it? A foundation still.
Yeah.
There wasn't really nothing set in stone for this place. We have given this country way too much power for us to do shit like that. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's as easy as we think, right? Maybe it might give some, I can't even say that because they know. I want to say, hey, maybe it might give some spotlight. Maybe it'll get some visibility. They'll be like, guys, they're really angry. No, they see that we're mad right now as it stands. They know that we're angry and they don't care.
They want us to be angry to self-sabotage. That's what they want us to do.
Exactly. That's my whole point about this whole thing is like, it's time. Too much time has passed. The government is way too strong. They have way too much money, or I don't know. They say they have way too much money. I could have sworn we was trillions of dollars in debt, but
right.
Somehow, some kind of way, they super powerful and can do all these things. I mean, shit. Your president got into office and broke many laws, and ain't nobody did shit. I'm gonna just say it like this, right? Of course, everything that's coming out about what was done in the past is please, words cannot describe how awful it is. Egregious, monstrous, you name it. Every word in the dictionary.
Fucking sickening.
It's terrible. But like, he has broken plenty of laws since then and before then.
Yes.
That don't have anything to do with that. Yes, it's still exponential, right? But we're talking about basic things that other presidents probably would have had consequences for. This motherfucker and did it all, and he's still in office, and there's no talks about anything happening to him. So like, how am I supposed to really have any type of hope that anything that we do as a people, even if it is strategically planned, is going to help? They don't care about him breaking the law and doing the things that he's been doing. Why the fuck do they give a damn about me? They don't. They don't. They don't.
And I can say that I agree with that because even then, no matter what though, I can say this, no matter what, I'll never be somebody that just be like, well, we all got the same 24 hours, so it is what it is. No, I will always be against it. I will always be down to fuck some shit up. But at the end of the day, I know that I have children I have to think about, right? And as much as I want to make them aware, I know how stressful knowing all this shit makes me. It like, and I don't know if it's just because I'm a single mom, I'm black, or, you know, I'm a female. I don't know if it's because all those things fucking people hate. So for me, it's just like, I can't just go out there and scream to the top of my lungs every day about how much I hate the government. I still have to do my 9 to 5, even though it's more than 9 to 5, but I still have to do my job, and I still want to pursue what I love, which is this podcast. Like, as much as people are against living a life, are continuing your life knowing that a lot of others are suffering, unfortunately, that's just something that we're going to have to do until we can figure out how to help people not suffer as much. Or what you can do, what you can do, instead of sitting around saying, well, for example, people always complain about police this, police that. Okay, go be a police officer and make a difference. Be that one police officer that's different. Or if it's many of you, be that many percent, or be more God damn it, Denise. Be
Holy
that group of
glitch.
police officers who make a difference. You know, like, go do something about it, meaning go be a part of the problem to make a difference in that problem, if you get me. I don't know if I said that right. I don't know.
That's about right.
But yeah, because that's kind of like what I do at my job. You know, as much as I want to make a difference in the community, I know I don't have the funds to just go out there and house everybody that's homeless or that needs help. But I'm most definitely waking up every day to assure that I am helping that community in some type of way, shape, or form. You know, so if you can complain about it, or you can go and be a part of something to help make it a little better for some people, if not everybody. I mean, that's what I mean by that. Yeah.
I agree. I want to make it very clear that I'm not saying that we shouldn't do anything. I'm saying that you don't get to tell me that I'm not mad enough, because I'm not
true.
doing because I'm not putting my personal life, my family, my friends, myself in danger. Like, that's not something that you get to tell me or anybody else. Like, you don't get to do that. TikTok should not be doing that shit. The most that we can do as a society, I feel like, with what newfound technology we do have, is spread awareness, right? We can share our opinions, freedom of speech, all those things. And we can do the most with what we have as far as just getting the publicity out there. I'm just going to say it like this. We have, as a society, lived our lives perfectly fine while also knowing and seeing that there is harm being done to a lot of people. It's been something that has been happening. Homelessness has always been a thing. People have always been on the street starving. Black people have always been getting brutally harmed by police. Y'all kept living y'all lives then. I'm just going to say it like that. Like, we got people, places that we are supposed to be able to support in other countries that are being literally torn down. They're getting blown up. They're getting all these things, and we've been able to live our lives just fine. But now it's a problem. Oh, we shouldn't be trying to be happy. No, I'm choosing bliss because that's all I really got. That's it. Because if I don't choose bliss, first of all, I don't know how long this is going to last. I personally, me personally, doomsday is coming. I just don't know when.
Yes.
Some shit is about to go down, and I'm going to use my last little bit of whatever energy I have to be as happy as I can wherever I can be, while still spreading awareness and still sharing, opinions about wrongdoings within the country. Of course, obviously, I don't agree with any of it. I'm still going to live my life because that's all I got. No. Right? That's it.
And I agree. I agree with that, because too, y'all don't know that the government not putting this out and not doing what they got to do to protect themselves, no matter how shit play out, they gonna be good regardless.
Facts.
Like, good, real good. Talk about whole new community underground, good. So
like that's just where
I
we
feel
at
like,
as people,
yes, you can stand for something and fall for nothing, but be smart about it and understand that you can still live a life worth living while doing that. Yeah.
While you have it and while you're doing it. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Especially while you have it, because you don't know what your purpose was. And once you fulfilled your purpose, your time is up. So it's like, come on now.
And also the irreparable damage your president is doing to the country. Who knows who he about to piss off and who about to do something stupid. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Because damn, and I think it's so funny. No, because you said something earlier, and I'm like, yep. Your president has made it clear he don't fuck with you, and y'all still fuck with him. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Y'all know whose side I'm on.
But not
y'all know
just clear.
He
made it loud and clear. Like,
he's
and
blatantly said
he's
it.
actually repeated it on multiple occasions. So
I've just seen a news clip here, not AI, by the way, it's confirmed. I wish I can give y'all the source. The nigga said, "I can destroy the country if I want to." That's literally what he said in like verbatim, actually. Maybe not verbatim, but it was literally some of those words. He basically implied that he is able to destroy the country if he wants to, because he can. And y'all
he is actively doing so.
And y'all knew that.
Yeah.
Y'all knew that because we told you what it was, and he told you what it was, and you still, and
like I said, a lot more people agree with it than a lot of people would like to admit. A lot more. I've run across way more people that agree with what's going on than don't.
And that's nasty work. And that's exactly why I said you can't get mad at me for not being angry enough. It's too many of your society that actually fucks with that shit. Like, there's nothing we can do. It's too many of them and not enough of us. I'm sorry.
And that's of all colors. True.
Like, it's not a race thing.
I can't even pinpoint it on one race. That's of all races that really fucks with this shit. I feel like they loving this right now.
I feel like this is more of a class thing. Kind of. I feel like the more money you got, you're more inclined to be agreeing with him. Sometimes it may play into race because obviously there are people out there who don't fuck with certain type of people, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's just, like, that's just what it is. And it's really, truly tragic. I'm just going to say it like that. We don't condone none of that stuff. It's hideous. It's awful. It's disgusting. And I can't even put into words. Like,
and I just, this is the part of adulthood that I hate. Knowing that this shit
that's it.
goes on, like knowing that this shit is real, like this shit is happening, this shit happened, or they really did that. Like, it's just,
knowing is nasty, and that's why I choose bliss all the time.
Yeah,
you'll never see me.
When it comes down to it, I want you guys to know that we do not fuck with that shit. We are against that shit, and if it comes down to it, we'll fuck some shit up, maybe here and there, lay low after, but
oh no, absolutely. If we ever get to a point where it really get down to that for real, y'all best believe, hey, at this point the rent don't need to be paid because we're about to be done. Bet I'm out in the streets fucking everybody up. I'm letting you know that right now. Allegedly. This is all alleged, by the way, YouTube.
But I wanted us to get into to baddies, but we're gonna wait for next EP.
Lex, as always.
That's our girl. If you haven't been watching our EPs, then you don't know, but I'm gonna let y'all know now. Lex is my girl. I've been standing tall with her, wrong or right. Like, that's my dog. I love her.
Lex stan.
And I think I want to discuss about the whole fallout of the big three, and then on top of just what it's looking like for baddies in general, moving on to like new seasons, because I don't see it happening. And I'm hoping, if anything, that a lot of the girls who were on this last season, like Biggie, for example, I really hope Biggie really get into her music bag. Because,
man, we love Biggie music.
What's
the word? What we doing?
I support it, and I'll really be a fan and like buy tickets to her shows, all that, because she's lit. So I really hope, like, if this is, let's say, the last season for a while, because I know it's not going to be forever, but for a while, I hope some of the girls really get into like on the singing bag, rapping bag. I think Big Lex is like doing a lot of more modeling or like side gigs. I really hope they really fly with that stuff, because it was a lot of talent on this season. I'm not gonna lie. And I really hope Summer, I really hope she goes to therapy and just live a normal life, because she's not the type of person that needs spotlight. She don't really know what to do with it, and she's
yuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She's always been yuck. I can always say that I have always respected Summer
for her honesty.
And for just her complete transparency every time. That's something that I can respect. She is very aggravating. She's very fucking annoying.
She has no professionalism under her belt. And I feel like once she gets that, she can see where she went wrong in a lot of areas, or where she is wrong in a lot of areas. But yeah, we can get into that a little more next EP. But yeah, first episode of season 2. Wrap it up. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe, because we back.
Don't forget to share it too.
Oh yeah, share
with your people so that they can listen to us talk shit, and also probably comment below about how we're wrong or we're right, and then continue to express their opinions. We like those type of discussions in the comments. Y'all go ahead and just
please and thank you.
Get it cracking in the comments. We love y'all. Love you.